half step back, to defend the hook. And when I saw who's in the ground, so run to the finish, and thank God we did it.
Do you think that this gives a big message to the other lightweights? Like, hey, I'm
yeah,
not playing
of course.
around.
Now they know the power in my hands, because the other fight last year, I think I put some knockdowns, but not so not so hard like tonight. Tonight I show like when I really connected, it's over.
In terms of dedicating maybe this win to someone that's on your mind, who would you say is like this one was for that person?
Dedicated?
Yeah.
My wife, for sure.
Yeah.
She's with me like since from the beginning.
A dozen years, baby.
And I need to score some points.
Another $1 million.
Yeah. Half wife, half life.
Hey, amen. Congrats, John.
Going into that third round, were you confident, or like you feel like you had to take that risk?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know, you were down on all judges' cards.
Yeah, I think after fighting the interview they told me, and thank God that we won but I was comfortable. I was not feeling hurt, not feeling dangerous. So that's my problem. I need to improve when I'm not, when the guy is not pushing me. I'm really good at my counterattacks. So, but if the guy don't attack, I think all the other guys last year they came through, and it was good for me because I counter and strike and kick and this year was the first time I fought in the PFL a southpaw guy. So it's different because now I need to connect more. So it's new for me, and I think that's why southpaw is different strategy. We're gonna be a lot better for the next fight for sure.
And what were some of the things that you weren't happy with your performance?
Too passive, passive is the word. I think that was the point. Like, because I know the guy can hit me. If I hit together, the guy gonna fall, not me. Because I know how strong I am, how hard are my punches, the knees, and I have a lot of weapons I can use, but I need to use. So that's why my coaches told me, like, if you don't use, doesn't matter if you have or not. So kick, strong. They are not happy with my performance also, but they told me to celebrate tonight, and then we're gonna talk and improve it, because we can do better,
Hey, what did you think of the stoppage? Your opponent looked a little frustrated at the end.
I'm sorry?
What did you think of the stoppage?
I think it was a good stoppage. I think he dropped it like sleeping, and he wake up with when his head like hit the ground, and I punched like 3 or 4 times. So it's a good stoppage. When you hit your head in the ground, it's over.
Definitely.
Really good.
Thank you.
Raush, I know you were a little upset that you weren't in the main event tonight. Do you think this is the type of performance will get you in the main event next time?
Yeah, for sure. I think make no sense if they put another guys that not me or Shoeface for. I thought, well, who deserved to be in main event and common event was me and Shoeface. Doesn't matter the order, because we both last champions last season make more sense. So this year, for the next, I think they're gonna put us in the place where we deserve.
Did you see the main event though?
Yeah, I watched it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, really good. And a really fun fight to watch. Yeah, so.
Can you talk a little bit about just how it means, though, like coming into last year, you were the underdog every time out, and now it's like co-main event, main event.
And I saw I was the underdog for this fight again. I don't know what they have. I beat like really tough guys. Yeah, so I think. Yeah, and now I'm starting to like it to be the underdog. Like I'm gonna be the most profitable fighter of the year again. Because I always the underdog. I beat Anton Pettis last year, and they put me as an underdog again. So I was like, what happened to these guys? They don't like me at all, but I'm happy.
Keep knocking guys out like that, it's going to change at some point, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So Don Madge actually called you out. Mm-hmm. He said he wanted the big dog in the yard. Do you feel like you made a statement tonight and silenced him? And how do you feel like he matches up with the other guys in the division? You did say you fought tougher guys.
No, I think if I were him, I would make the same. When I stepped in the show last year, I asked to fight Anton Pettis because I knew was the biggest name in the event. So who is the champion in the division? If I beat the champion, I'm gonna have all this hype on me. So I think he was very smart to call me to fight. Everybody's difficult,
Yeah.
but it has some guys who has a biggest reward, and I was the guy. So he tried to push to fight me. I think it was a smart decision of him to fight me,
Yeah.
because everybody's difficult. So, but I was the champion, so smart.
Yeah, and just one more for me. Do you feel like Jeremy Stevens and Clay Collard got the main event due to Jeremy Stevens moving over from the UFC?
Man,
Or do you think they just knew it would be crazy fireworks?
yeah, I knew it would be like a great fight to watch, like a crazy bar. Guys fight. It's nice. It's like really fun to watch it, but I don't think they deserve the main event, because in my opinion, like, I'm not a businessman, but if I have champions in my show and I hire another guy who came from another show, and the guy comes from the feet, and I put this guy as a main event, imagine if he won tonight, what is the message? Like, or the guy who came from the UFC with many defeats win the guy who was in the playoffs last year. I think it's a big risk. So
And you're the ultimate underdog story. You came in as an alternative.
Yeah.
You weren't even supposed to be in there, and you came in and won the whole thing. So, you know.
I wish I had bet on me last year, because they was paying like 42 for one. Before the first fight in the season, the bet was like, who will become the champion in 2001? They pay 42 times. Like on me, for $1 you win 42. So that time I had no money to bet.
If you're ever underdog again, my money's going on you. Don't worry.
Hey, Raush, with your memorable knockout tonight and Clay's crazy fight tonight, do you think the rematch is probably going to be one of the biggest fights of the season?
I think maybe they put this rematch, me and Clay Collard, he won, but if I remember as well, like last season, they put like one guy with a victory with a guy with a loss. So probably this is not going to happen. So if he win again, we're going to see each other in the playoffs.
Do you look forward to that rematch just because of the criticism that some people feel that he won that fight?
No, not really. I watched the fight like many times, and I score for me all the time. I think, to be honestly, the judges they need to be more clear to judge the fights. Okay, what counted points, what didn't count points. What is, because tonight I saw Nathan fight and I scored for him. When the fight was over, like, man, Nathan won, and the judges give to the Olivier. So I was like, how is how they take these decisions? It's good for us fighters to know, because if I take down, score more points than a knockdown, I'm gonna look for the takedown, of course. So I think they need to be more clear about when they judge the fights, because it's always a surprise.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.